Hi there, Dave here, that foreign bloke in Udon Thani, Thailand, at Durham. And you may be thinking, haven't you gone back to Sweden? Well, yes, I'm going any hour now. We are just packing actually, and we've got about 3 hours before we fly down to Phuket, but I need to buy another suitcase. So I've just rushed to Durham because it's very near the house. And as those of you who know, Durham is a one-stop shop for everything, so I know they sell suitcases here, so easier than anywhere when you haven't got long to go. Anyway, I'm going to get the suitcase, get home, get packed, and I'll see you at Udon Thani Airport. Right, we're about to board. You wouldn't believe how stressful it's been. We literally just got here and we're boarding already. Made it by a skin on our teeth. Yeah, it was very, very, very stressful. And had to pay overweight as well. Extra baggage when we got here half an hour before departure time, already late. So all in all, a bit of a day, but we're here now. I'm about to board for our flight to Phuket. Okay, bye bye Udon Thani for this time. Only just. Up and away. Right, the sound is rubbish on this clip, so I'll narrate over it. Basically, what I am trying to tell you is that we just found out that there was no service, food or drink available on this flight, not even a cup of water, and we were extremely thirsty, having been stressed out and having to rush so much up until that point, and then a 2-hour flight to Phuket without water wasn't exactly what we were looking forward to.
Is 25 minutes to 6 p.m. and yes, that shorter is around 29.
Bus to the terminal. Okay, all checked in through security. Burger King. Whoa! So I was pointing at Burger King. We just go into use the facilities and then we'll get something to eat. We've got time now to chill a bit. How do? Let's go have a burger. Yeah, Joe's eating some noodle soup. I'm waiting for going up to Burger King. Okay, Joe finished her noodles, so we came upstairs and I'm going to have a burger from Burger King, and then hopefully we'll feel a bit more like my old self, because I'm rather hungry now. I haven't eaten anything all day. We've been rushing around like blue-ass whatchamacallits, so yeah. Right, this day is going from bad to worse. I thought we were all good after a really stressful day. We managed to make it here just about. Time on our hands. Joe gets something to eat, and then I decided I want a burger at Burger King. I stand in the queue, I have to wait and wait and wait. There's a lot of people in the queue, and there's a big gang of French guys, and there's 2 of them in the queue, and then it turns up another 2, another 4, another 6, another 8, and they're all ordering through these 2 that are stood in front of me. Eventually I'm almost at the front of the queue, and I think I heard my name being called before, but I thought, nah, it can't be. Anyway, Jo comes running to me while I'm in the queue there at Burger King. She's sitting outside to say they're calling my name. Anyway, now they've called me, I've gone here, I've gone there. Eventually I found where Now they're calling me. Now I'm going to go again. And I will continue the story in a minute. That's my case there. Oh, it's Muse case with Muse stuff in it. I got to see the Etihad 787 getting pushed back while I'm waiting. Not getting any closer to getting anything to eat though. Anyway, to continue the story, they just called me. That's why I'll show you that after. They called me because we have durian in our case, which we take every single year with us, but apparently this year is not allowed. And I had to go down, show my paperwork. They opened the case, went through it, took it out, got a certificate for my trouble, and Joe lost a load of money for buying durian that we have to throw away. So that was that, and I still haven't had anything to eat. So I'm slightly pissed off, to say the least. Okay, so as I'm sure you will have noticed, I was a bit stressed out on that journey, and it was a very stressful day, full stop, and things just kept going wrong. So there's a couple of things I would say as, tips. Obviously, one is be prepared in good time. Now that goes without saying, really, but unfortunately, we are often a little bit more, bite off a little bit more than we can chew, so that kind of puts a dampener on that. As you could see, running to buy a suitcase with 3 hours before the flight is not ideal. But one of the thing that I wanted to talk about quickly was durian. Now, we know durian's kind of banned in hotels and it's banned everywhere, and that's understandable. And whenever we buy durian when we're out traveling, Joe will always eat it on the balcony or eat it outside somewhere, and what have you. But we have always brought back durian from Thailand every single trip we've ever made, and I've been coming back, making trips some years, coming back 3 and 4 times in a year, and always had durian with me, never had a problem with it. Now, there's two things here. I don't know whether this is just particular to Qatar Airways and they've decided, right, enough's enough on the durian front, or whether it's a general thing in Thailand now and they're going to stop it, or the third thing, whether it's just particular to Phuket airport. Now, normally we would fly through Bangkok Suvarnabhumi, and we didn't this time because I got a better deal flying Udon, Phuket, Doha, Stockholm. So it could be any of those things. What I would say is be prepared for that if you are traveling, and especially if you're going to travel from Phuket, or especially if you're going to travel with Qatar Airways. They pulled out quite a few other people as well, as you saw. And most of them were because of durian. Some had all sorts of stuff in the case, but most was because of durian. So they are pretty strict on it. So try and avoid that if you can, so you don't have a stressful time like we did. Anyway, back to the video. Yeah, so that was that. And now I'm going to go back and see if the queue is still as bad as it was at Burger King. I've just lost all enthusiasm for everything now. It's just been a total nightmare today. Anyway, just so you know, if you're travelling through Phuket, do not, I repeat, do not bring durian, not in your hand luggage, not in your checked baggage, because they will find it. Right, I managed to order my food now at last, so things are looking slightly up at least. Just waiting up. Here she is, over my shoulder. Right, going down here again. Been down here once, but we are now finally boarding. They started boarding our zone just as I came back from Burger King with the food, so I've kind of rushed it down. Feel sick, but not much to do. Right, finally on board, not without issue. Right, we made it to Doha, and going to do a bit of shopping now for Joe for some perfume, and then head on our way. Right, she's here at the perfumes, so we'll see what we find. Got duty free. Home bar. I've been here many times, but I've never been on the train to the other gates, D gates, E gates. First time for everything. Okay. Right, we're on board second flight. Both flights I booked seats either side of with the middle seat, and hoping that there would be nobody who came to sit there. Well, there was on the first flight, so we had to move, but the guy said there was nobody on the second one, so we shall see if anybody comes, but so far so good. Empty middle seat between us, so we've got a bit of space. It was cramped on the last flight. Anyway, we will be off to Stockholm soon. Well, I slept pretty well actually, considering cramped in this plane, but I think I was tired anyway. About an hour and a half to go. Breakfast is served. Got some fruit and yogurt there, sausage, and yeah, gonna eat that. Looks good. Hoping to get the train 8:29, and we made it with about 8 or 9 minutes to spare, so we're on the train. Joe's tired, she sat there and guarding the luggage for the time being. There's no place in the luggage rack, we're in the wrong end of the train, so anyway, we just straight through onto Eskilstuna, and then we're almost there.
Hej och välkomna ombord på Mälartåg till Arboga. Tåget.
Okay, so we're back eventually. I stopped filming there after the train. We met up with Mute when we got off the train, and she gave us a lift for me to go and pick up the car, and that was a lot of stress and hassle and all for a while, but that got sorted. So bang, it's a bit windy. It's very hot here actually. So yeah, everything's looking up. I'm waiting for the water to come and be turned on, so I don't know how that would be. But no, nothing like last year when we came. Obviously the garden is looking slightly in need of a cut, but it's yeah, it's a lot less than it looks really. There's a few long grasses, but it'll be quick compared to last year. And obviously the hedge needs trimming, but at this time of the year the hedge is ready for a trim anyway. So I won't show you that now. But anyway, we're back. Everything's good and I'm very tired. So thanks a lot for watching. I will see you on the next one.